Welcome back to The Explainer. Okay, today we've got something absolutely wild lined up for you. We're going to unpack a viral web drama that has literally taken the internet by storm. It's this perfectly chaotic web of extreme wealth, class warfare, and just ultimate underdog justice. Now, we aren't just looking at a run-of-the-mill revenge plot here. No, it's actually a super fascinating look at the deep social divides in our world, all wrapped up in some high-stakes melodrama. I am so pumped to get into this with you, so let's just jump right in.
Right, so the whole thing kicks off with this incredibly visceral, inciting incident. It really sets the stakes right out of the gate. You have our protagonist, a poor, earnest young guy named Lu Jinghe. He walks into this luxury hotel simply looking for someone, right? And bam, he is immediately hit with absolute vitriol from the hotel's arrogant heir, Guan Jiawei. Jinghe isn't treated like a person, let alone a guest. He's treated like a trespasser. He faces physical and verbal abuse, literally just for existing in a space that's deemed, too good for him. It is a brutal scene, but man, it instantly makes you root for the guy.
Section 1. The five-star humiliation, clash of classes.
So we're really looking at this brutal clash between a grounded rural mindset and the super arrogant, status-obsessed urban elite. This hotel, it isn't just a building to them. It's practically a fortress for the wealthy. And get this, 100,000 yuan. That is the sheer, frankly absurd penalty demanded by Jiawei after a glass shelf gets accidentally broken during their altercation. It's completely fabricated. It's an exaggerated amount designed not to, actually cover damages, but to entirely crush a villager who couldn't possibly scrape that kind of money together. It's pure extortion, a tactic meant to remind Jinghe of his absolute powerlessness in their world. The elite are literally weaponizing their wealth here to enforce compliance and just inflict humiliation. Section 2. The twin connection, a secret weapon. Because let's face it, every great underdog story needs a secret weapon. And here, in a truly brilliant, dramatic twist, it comes in the form of identical twins. The villains have no idea they are facing a massive dual threat. On one hand, you have Lu Jinghe. He is the raw, emotional heart of the story, earnest, fiercely loyal, and embodying this hardworking rural spirit. But then you have his twin brother, Lu Jingchen. And Jingchen is a whole different ballgame. He's college-educated, sharp as a tack, and already deeply embedded in the city. He totally gets the complex, deceitful rules of urban life. So the villains, they think they're just stepping on a helpless farmer, completely oblivious to the fact that his identical twin is a strategic mastermind who can play their own corporate games right back at them.
Section 3. Deep-rooted family feud, generational karma.
Now this is the exact moment the story shifts from just some random, unfortunate encounter to a full-blown epic showdown. Because it turns out, this isn't just about a broken shelf. The stakes here are deeply personal, and they are generational. You go back 20 years, and the hotel's patriarch, Guan Lahu, permanently crippled the twins' father. Yeah, and for years after that, he just kept exploiting their community, piling up unpaid debts, stealing wages, you name it. So when the twins infiltrate the hotel, they aren't just messing around. They are executing a decades-in-the-making mission of karma against a totally corrupt billionaire. So how exactly do they fight back? Well, it's all through Jinchen's sheer intellect. He actually infiltrates the hotel right before this crucial make-or-break expert rating review, and he doesn't throw a single punch. Instead, he uses clipboards and building codes. We're talking non-standard curtain thickness, which is a high-level code violation. Unhygienic antiseptic facilities, that's a critical health failure. Even poorly arranged kitchen utensils for service deductions. He compiles this absolutely devastating dossier that threatens to completely tank the hotel's 5-star rating. He's effectively holding Guan Lahu's entire financial empire hostage. It is just a brilliant, brilliant tactical strike.
Section 4. The power of media, public pressure. But look, corporate sabotage behind closed doors, that's usually not enough to bring down a giant. You need public pressure. And I just love how effectively this sequence shows the heroes weaponizing a journalist ally, reporter Su Jitong. They don't just sit around and complain, they organize. Step 1. They gather all those exploited migrant workers whose wages were stolen by the Guan family. Step 2. They stage this massive, undeniably loud protest right at the entrance of this luxury sanctuary, completely shattering the illusion of peace. And step 3. This is the absolute masterstroke. They absolutely know the arrogant Guan family will react with violence. And when they do, reporter Su is right there, capturing the elite beating peaceful workers on live television. They literally turn the elite's own arrogance into a self-destructive PR nightmare. And wow, just look at how fast the dominoes fall when you expose the wealthy's reliance on exploiting the working class. The very second that broadcast hit the airwaves, the consequences are immediate.
Banks immediately slash their credit lines, supply chains panic, fearing they won't get paid, and just completely halt all deliveries to the hotel. On top of that, their massive, super important investment promotion is totally jeopardized. This all leads to an imminent cash flow crisis that threatens to bankrupt the entire Guan family. The twins successfully use the billionaire's own hubris to destroy him. Section 5. The Illusion of Status. Social Commentary.
Now, amidst all this crazy corporate sabotage and revenge, there's actually this surprisingly deep, philosophical social commentary hidden right beneath the soap opera tropes. And the story uses footwear as this brilliant metaphor. This is really powerful moment where Jing Chen explains that the 10,000 yuan custom European shoes the elite wear, they aren't actually about comfort. I mean, a 10 yuan pair of canvas shoes covers your feet just fine, right? Instead, those 10,000 yuan shoes act as an artificial toll gate. They're essentially a uniform designed to specifically keep ordinary, hardworking people out of wealthy spaces.
So when they understand this definition of status, or bachon as they refer to it, it completely reveals the tragic flaw in several of the characters. It explains exactly why characters like the ambitious young woman, Yi Dor, are so quick to abandon their rural roots. They get completely blinded by this artificial social identity that's just masquerading as refinement. They really think that by buying the expensive dress or the designer shoes, they are somehow buying self-worth, when in reality, they are just blindly chasing an empty illusion that the elite created solely to maintain control.
And Jing Chen counters this whole illusion with such a powerful statement. He reminds his brother that the true currency of the world isn't a designer label. It's the strength of an honest pair of working hands. I love this part because it takes this extreme melodrama and grounds it right back into a highly relatable, real-world lesson. It champions the dignity of labor over this flimsy, made-up facade of inherited wealth and brand names. It's just a really great reminder of where true value actually comes from.
So, as we approach the climax of this incredible story, we really have to ask ourselves, do these guerrilla tactics actually dismantle the corrupt system? Sure, the twins won a massive battle using the media and exploiting hotel codes, but billionaires, they have vast, deeply entrenched networks. So does this completely end Guan Lahao's reign forever? Or does it just cause a temporary glitch in a giant machine that is quite literally built to protect the wealthy?
Well, let's leave it there for today with a final thought that really forces us to look deeper. Can true justice ever be achieved in a system built on artificial status? Or will the victorious underdog simply become the new elite? When the twins finally conquer that 5-star hotel, do they actually change the rules, or do they just change who gets to wear the 10,000 yuan shoes? It's a deeply provocative question, and it definitely lingers long after the drama ends. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this breakdown sparked some interesting thoughts for you. See you next time.